Hey everybody, today let's take a deep dive into the Women's Championship, the Raw Alexa Bliss title. Um, really nice things that they've done on this title. Like I don't have any of the original versions of these SmackDown and Raw titles, so I don't really know the differences on the versions, I guess, like what they've improved on or what they've kind of fallen from the wayside on. But as far as this title goes, there's a lot of nice things with it. Like here, it's a nice little soft backing behind the WWE Network logo, but it feels like it's a latex paint that they have on there. So I would be careful with this. It is a leathering behind it, but I'd be careful touching that too much because it might start to peel at some point. The plates are really good. It's a pretty decent thickness for these, and of course, it's got the slight curve for the Women's Championship. And here, you have the Alexa Bliss side plates, which you can't get anymore at the time of this video. I don't know if they'll push them out again, but her side plates are pretty awesome. I really love the graphic that they put on it. And then the title, it has a nice little details in here. You have like the network logo here, and then like the actual leather that they have around the buttons. This little patch here is very nice and soft to the touch too. So a lot of nice little details that they've put in this. And then here on this side, of course, you got the Alexa Bliss autograph, which I'm super thrilled about having. Again, if you've watched the videos and if you pay attention to the channel, I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan. And so I love her work. And then also here on this side, you have like the patch as well. And this is also soft to the touch. And you have the gold end piece on the strap too. So a lot of really nice things on this. I thought it was just going to be a rehash of the older titles. Again, I don't know what the differences are between this one and the older ones, but let's take a look at the back and see what they've done there. All right, looking at the back, a little disappointing to see that they didn't cover all the excess screws on this version. You have like these should be the only ones that are kind of exposed, so you can change out the side plates if you wanted to. But for the most part, the fact that they didn't do the extra layering to cover the screws, I mean, there's a lot on here, and so that looks not the greatest quality. But at least they did the leathering pretty good around the edges, so that seems to have done pretty good. And then, of course, you have like the WWE official replica patch, and this one actually has 2025 on it, so you know that this is the newer version of these women's championships. So let's go ahead and flip it back over. All right, so now here back on the front side again. The red on the Raw title looks really good. The off coloring on the reds between the swoosh and the back, that's a little bit off-putting to me. It's just two different shades of red. So I wish they would have done this differently. But again, it's a replica, so that's how they had it on the actual title. But here, the bag, it has the nice little graphic of Alexa Bliss that matches her side plates, and then you have Raw on there to know that it's the Raw Women's Championship. And the bag is like it's a rubbery feel, so it's your typical bag, but it is nice to have that graphic on there. Like I wasn't planning on getting this because I figured they'd put like do like a Charlotte Flair version of this as well, where they'd have like a Raw and SmackDown Championship. But with me being a big fan of Alexa Bliss, and then about the history of the titles, Alexa Bliss was, I believe, the first female wrestler to hold both the SmackDown and the Raw Championship. So I went ahead and got that just for history purposes. But if they push out a Charlotte Flair one, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it because I don't need two versions of the same title just because of the different side plates. But overall, it's a great title. It's a great piece. I hope you guys were able to snag one up because the Raw ones went faster than the SmackDown ones. And then the Raw title was Alexa Bliss's most dominant title reign. So this is probably the one to have as far as the history of it. But again, if you like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.